Bet for the win. My fault, bro. I keep getting in your way.
All right, well, just about that time. Getting everything all ready. I thought I'd give a few updates. What's changed since last time? One of the big things that's changed since last time at Yellow Belly is I'm pretty sure I had a cracked balancer when I got home, so it was missing, which lost me one race for sure, but we've sorted that out with a thicker hub on the balancer and have that lined out now, so no more missing, or at least it didn't last year. And then some other changes are I actually went to Viking coilovers. I had Vikings on the front before, but now I'll see if I can see. Oh. There we go. Yeah, so Viking coilovers on there, and there's a shock sensor on there as well. But I'm not sure why nobody told me they were way lighter than coilovers, or than stock coils. But anyways, they should give me a little bit more adjustment. They're a little lighter. I can put the front end up a little bit more. So that was one change. The other change I did, my good friend Rovik and I have been talking about how fast his car separates, and mine seems to be slower. So I changed. It's gonna be hard to tell, but anyways, there's a lower mount with this Moser diff that's got. I raised the back up originally because it was wheel hopping, but I have better shocks. I have Vikings on the back too, and so anyways, made the anti-squat a little more aggressive. So hopefully that will help the car separate a little quicker. As you can see, trailer's full, spare axles, camshaft lifters, rockers, a whole bunch of Crowder parts that I don't need. But if I do, they're there. I got spare transmission parts, spare clutch parts. What else have I done? But I'll insert a picture of the route. I got to drop something off for Rob Sinker, and then we're gonna go visit our buddy Kyle Loftus, and then we're gonna go from there straight down to Jimmy Dale's and mount some tires and pick up some stuff. And what else is going on after that? I think that's it. Picking up Bob tomorrow. So we're going to try to put some miles on. I think that's about it. I can't think of any of the other changes that I made. Oh yeah, I put a thicker tail housing, or a different tail housing on so I could put a thicker yoke on the drive shaft on the transmission slip yoke, because I've twisted many of those. So Tech Performance helped me out there, modified a tail housing and got me the yoke that I needed. Yeah, looking forward to it. If you haven't seen 1320 Video's latest video from Yellow Belly, it might make your head shake. Just saying. The one guy walking in front of the car, but hopefully we don't have any of that kind of issues there. But it is definitely going to be a good time. Tony and Tess are coming. All the SRC guys are going to be there. Ryan Mitchell's going to be there. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for who's all going to be there. So pretty quick trip. This is my version of drag and drive this time. So I'm driving all the way and hopefully making some passes at the gut, and then hopefully driving all the way back home. So we're only on for a week, but anyways, that's a bit of an update, and I'm going to show you my tablet and everything that I can see while I'm cruising down the road. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Later. Yeah, I thought I would share my little, so you can see it's just a tablet. I shut it off at night quite a bit, but when I'm driving during the day, it's always on, and I just thought I'd run you through everything that is on here. So this up here is air fuel target, and then the actual air fuel ratio, fuel load. So I run in barrel rather than speed density, so it's like VE. And then there's the correction. You can see, I think you should be able to see it's like 100%. Car's off right now, so this is just a screenshot. These are front and rear shocks. Actually just one sensor on the both. This is disconnected right now, so that's why it's reading so low. Sensor number 2. I'll get back to that one. I'll have to figure out what that one is. I can't remember. Fuel pressure, pretty clear. Fuel economy and US miles per gallon. Engine speed, which is always interesting because when you look at the engine speed in 6th gear, it's half of what it is, what the drive shaft speed is, which is what this one is over here, because it's got a 0.5 6th gear in it, so it splits the RPM pretty much in half. And it's got a 28-inch tall tire. So I had a 6.3, I had a 0.5, then I went 6.3, and then I went back to 0.5. So currently it will cruise at 1700 RPM is 80 miles an hour, which it's super happy there. It's like high idle, doesn't beat up on valve train. Yeah, it makes me happy. Ignition advance, manifold air temperature, dome target. This one allows me really to make sure that my dome sensor is working before I get to the track and find out. So I can keep an eye on that. There's the boost gauge. That's actually oil pressure. I got to figure out how to change that sensor. Coolant temperature, self-explanatory. It's got 8 EGTs in it. Now I don't worry about it at idle too much. Cruising, they're usually pretty consistent, but it'll tell you right away if you have a spark plug out, which is very nice. This is actually brake pressure up here. I also have it on my gauge up here, so when I'm going to launch the car, I set the brake pressure consistent, so I know that it won't bump through the beams when I'm letting off the clutch at wide open throttle. Fan gives me an indication of the fan, and then RPM sync. So if the crank trigger, anything's doing, or the cam trigger is doing anything goofy, I can usually see it there. And like I said earlier, this is the drive shaft speed. So, yeah, depending on what gear it is, you're in 4th gear, it matches. When you're in 6th gear, it halves. But that's about it. Obviously, it's got a working stereo with Bluetooth. It's got a heater in it. This gauge here will actually just about do everything that one will, but you have to scroll through it. And I could shut both that one off and that one off, and I've got Dakota digital gauges in here that have been great. And so it'll tell me everything in the off chance, like this thing fails or that gauge fails, I still have a backup. So plenty of information for the long drives. I think that's about it. New balancer hub, much thicker.